morning, everybody. It is day 2. I slept pretty good last night. However, it got super cold. It's probably in the teens right now. Mornings like this, you don't want to get up out of your sleeping bag. Get your cold clothes on. So, I'm trying to get woke up here and get some breakfast cooked, some coffee made, get warmed up, packed up. I finally made it out of bed this morning. It's about 6:45. Sun hadn't started to come up yet. I can see it over there. I slept pretty good. I did get a little cold last night. I didn't have my puffy jacket on. I just had one layer of pants. I've got a 30-degree synthetic bag. My Enlighten equipment 20-degree bag is really what I needed tonight, but it hasn't. It shipped, but it hasn't got to me yet. But I fared okay. I had a 25-degree quilt inside of the, or 25-degree quilt inside of the 20-degree bag, so it brought it down to like 5-degree bag. And it's probably right now, it's probably between 10 and 20 degrees. I don't know. I don't have a thermometer, and I don't have great cell service up right here where I'm at. But anyway, I fared pretty good, and I tossed and turned a little bit through the night, but overall, a great tent camp. So anyway, last night I didn't show you guys. It was dark. I hung up attempted to hang up my bear bag. This is like the best tree. I could tell there's 3 lines people cut up there. Typically your line needs to be more, it's supposed to be on up the limb. But anyway, and that's a dead tree. And one day somebody's gonna throw their bag up there and that limb's gonna break. But you got to do what you got to do when you're tired and it's dark, and that's the only limb that you see that's basically horizontal. But anyway, let's make some coffee this morning, get woke up, and get on the trail. We have touchdown. It's always good early in the mornings to throw your fuel in your sleeping bag. It'll warm up a little bit. Water's a little bit froze this morning. This is the greatest coffee maybe ever. trophy grounds. And water comes to a bull. And she's done. She's all cleaned up. Left no trace. All right, guys. We are headed out. Got a later start than I wanted to this morning, but I was pretty cold this morning, lethargic, and just wanted to take in the sunset, sunrise, and drink my coffee, etc. There is the shelter. Be a great shelter. I just wanted to, I didn't sleep in there last night because I wanted to try out my new Dagger 2P from Nemo. Alright guys, shelter's down there. Day number 2. 10 miles to our destination. Let's get it.
Oh my God, these feelings just begun. I'm saying things I've never said, doing things I've never done. Oh my God, when I see you I should it right. But I'm frozen in motion and my head tells me to stop. Feeling feelings I feel about us. Try to fight it, but it's never enough. My heart is hurting, it's more than a crush. Cause I'm frozen in motion and my head tells me to stop. But my heart goes cause my heart goes. I'm thinking things I shouldn't think, singing songs I've never sung. Oh my God, when I see you I should run. But I'm frozen in motion and my head tells me to stop. Feeling feelings I feel about us. Try to fight it, but it's never enough. My heart is hurting, it's more than a crush. Cause I'm frozen in motion and my head tells me to stop. But my heart goes.
I don't know if you guys can see that. Beautiful view.
My head and my heart, I can tell them apart. My hands tell me to run, but I can't. Cause my heart goes. Cause my heart goes. In motion and my head tells me to stop, but my heart goes.
it straight off. You got some houses down there. Man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I stayed over in there somewhere last night. There's a climb up here, but beautiful. I can't make no mileage this morning with those views right there. Unbelievable. Right past that nice view, just probably 150, 200 yards. Nice little, I mean, you could tent camp up here, but you have to be really careful. It's definitely a great place to take lunch. Trailhead here. This is Hughes Gap Road. Anyway, we shall see.
I know some of this family, not any of those people, but some views that are kin to them, I'm sure. All right, AT goes up this way. Let's get it. Hughes Gap Road. Still probably got about 6 miles to go. I'm not sure this sign was going to say. I hadn't looked at my gut hook app. Hughes Gap, elevation 4,040 feet. Roan High Knob, that's the next shelters, 5.2 miles. Carver's Gap, 6.6. That's where we're going. 6.6. Stop for lunch. It's about 11:45, and we're gonna hit the trail again. We've got another pretty good uphill until I get to the top of the mountain, and then Roan Shelter's up there, Roan High Knob Shelter, which is the highest shelter on the AT. So I'm a little bit behind schedule, but I'm gonna try to make it up on the downhill. So once I get to that point, you know, it'll just be 2 more small uphills, and then most of it's going to be downhill from there. So I've took my time, and then this mountain from Hughes Gap is no joke. I mean, I looked at it on the map, and there was a lot of, I don't know how many. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you're gaining 750 or more feet per mile, maybe even 1,000. I don't know. I'd have to look at it, but it is. I done 500 per mile the other day, and it's more than that. I know that. So it's tough. So just keep that in mind. If you're coming through on this part of the trail. So we're gonna get after it. We'll see you at the top. There's supposed to be a nice view up there, so show the view. That tree was pretty cool, right on top of that rock. It's amazing. It could grow right on top of a rock. Amazing. Beautiful view. Now what you can see, there's some houses down there. We come from way over there this morning. It's a pretty part of the trail right here. Big rocks. This is where I should have had lunch. Amazing. Full trail out there. Over here is Carver's Gap, and you can see the balds as they go out through there. Pretty cool. that out. That's cool. Talking to a hiker I passed, and he said up here at the Roan High Knob Shelter, a hiker was being took out by medical staff. And I hope and pray everything's okay, but it has been very different since starting up this last peak. A lot of ice, and I'm sure that's probably what's done it. I come up on this. This is pretty nice. Cool. So I've met about 5 hikers in the last probably mile and a half, 2 miles. First ones I just said hello, and because I'm trying to get up here. The second guy I met, everybody's going to Hughes Gap, but they said somebody got airlifted, and first I heard that just the medical team got them, but I guess they took them out to Carver's Gap and airlifted them. They broke their hip. This is really, really treacherous. It's ice in some spots, and they advised me to take the side trail and take the road and stay off the AT. And I may heed that. You know, I'm not going to try to be a hero and risk it. So anyway, I may, depending on how I feel, and I'm leaning heavily. They said it's just an obstacle course, and I'm trying to make time, so it's probably not going to be smart that I take the AT. They said the road, it's either snow or the road down there. I can't really see, but anyway, I may jump off the trail the last mile and just take the road and just play it smart. Sometimes you just gotta play it smart when you're by yourself, especially. If I fall, break my leg, there may not be anybody coming back through. My wife's going to be down picking me up at 1:30, and just don't want to have that extra stress. But anyway, we'll decide. There's a bunch of snow through here. It is definitely a different world past 6,000 feet. We're fixing to, there's a side trail right here. I wanted to see Roan Shelter. I'm gonna have to make a decision here what I'm gonna do. Okay, well, I really contemplated it there for a few minutes. I'm not very far from Roan High Knob Shelter, but it's just, I mean, I'm probably a quarter mile, but I'm just not going to risk it. I mean, plus there's views along the way. I'm gonna spin this camera around, show you guys. Check that view, guys. Fantastic. All right, so very seasoned hikers too, the people that I talked to, they said, you know, it's doable, but they both advised not to. One of the hikers did fall, and but I'm just gonna trek the road and be done with it. We will see. We'll do a video and do the Roan High Knob Shelter here soon. It warms up a little bit. It's just, I mean, I'm surprised there ain't 2 foot of snow up here. It's just, it's that crazy up here. It could be 70 degrees down in Johnson City, Elizabethton. You come up here and it's 30. It's nuts. So anyway, trekking to my pickup spot. I'll check in before we get there. Well, I'm still walking the road. It's in great shape. I was able to find some water back there. I was completely out of water. Been dealing with my Sawyer squeeze being froze since last night. Rookie mistake, I didn't blow it out last night and put it in my sleeping bag this morning or last night. Usually I just throw it in there. I don't mind it, but I didn't in the haste of everything. So one thing I forgot, and it is plagued me all day, but I've been able to find good water sources here and there and stay hydrated. So I've had to take 2 noon tablets, some cramping, just so much elevation today. Actually more, I mean, I've seen it on the map. Sometimes you just like, oh, well, you know, no big deal. But it was a little much because I've been pushing to try to meet and actually move the meet time back 30 minutes. And if I wouldn't, I'd be late right now. So I'm hoping I can get there before or right when they do. So I've been pushing myself too. Normally I would have given myself all day for this 10 miles, but I started at 8 o'clock and trying to hit a 1:30 target. So I've been booking, considering the uphill, and I'll let y'all guys know what that is later. Anyway, not far now, just little ways more to the Carver's Gap. Just thought I'd check in. Oh guys, I made it to where they closed the road. Wife should be right down here. She may not be here yet. That's where everybody parks. Anyway, there it is, guys. Carver's Gap. Hey everybody, I just wanted to check in with you. I got picked up by the wife. I waited for about 15 minutes, so that was perfect. It was a really tough day. The hiker, I found out they had broke their hip and they brought them down to Carver's Gap and med-flighted them to the local hospital. So it was really rough. I ended up cutting that part of my hike out just due to the treacherous trails. I mean, there was like 2 and 3 inches of ice in some places on the backside, and they said the other side, the front side, where it gets a lot of sun, then of course it gets cold, all that turns to ice. I just didn't want to risk it. I didn't think it was smart for me to try to go down that. Plus I was pushing because I thought she would be there a little bit early, and even if I went down there, I was probably going to be about 30 minutes late. So I think I made the right decision by not risking it. So just wanted to give an update. That was day 2. Fantastic trip. Learned a lot of stuff, seen a lot of sights, and really enjoyed that hike. So if y'all guys like this stuff, like, subscribe, comment on the videos. We'll be looking for other videos to drop soon.